Greetings, everyone. Today we have with us Dr. S.D. Tolewal, Sir, Principal of SVIT Gujarat. He has a rich experience of 30 plus years and is currently serving as the Principal of SVIT. He has worked with various reputed organizations throughout his career. I would like to thank Tolewal sir for being a part of our College Dunia initiative, Thoughtful Leaders. On that note, we'd like to start off with our first question, which is that you have held key positions at educational institutes throughout your professional career. What are the key factors that kept you connected with the education sector in general?
First of all, I extend my thanks to the organizers for having called me for this interview. As regards the answer to the first question that has been asked, see, zeal to serve society, students, and nation are the key factors that keep me going. I have joined this profession by choice. So this has been my passion, and moreover, when you are among the company of young students, the fascinating faces, you never think about your age, but you always bubble and overflow with energy, and that energy makes you contribute without getting tired or without feeling any fatigue at all. So the key strength of me being in education has been my passion and my zeal to serve society. Chanakya has said, शिक्षक राष्ट्र और समाज का निर्माता है, प्रलय और निर्माण इसके गोद में ही पलते हैं. So I always believe that, and I always feel that the nationalism can be inducted into the students right at the educational institute level, and that is how I function, and I keep serving the society, especially through creating good engineers and good young graduates with values in them.
Wonderful, sir. That's really wonderful, sir. And on that note, we'd like to move on to our next question, which is, being the principal of SVIT, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for marketing and administration of your college?
See, this college has been 23-year-old, and the key strength and pillar of this college has been the faculty members. Around 40% of the teachers are PhDs from IITs and IISCs and NITs and reputed institutions. So they have learned some culture from these reputed educational institutions, and that culture automatically has become the culture of this organization. So as far as the administration is concerned, it becomes very easy when you are in a company of people who are so learned, so experienced. In fact, one of the important points of this institution has been the retention ratio, which is 90%. That means out of 100, 90% of the teachers who join SVIT never leave SVIT, and those who leave, they leave only for joining government jobs and for better prospects. So that makes administration very easy. The day-to-day administration takes place through head of the departments. All of them are PhDs and well qualified, quite experienced. And we have different committees in place. Normally, we function through those committees. So the administration part is very easy because of the well-established and well-laid-down structure of the college. As regards the marketing of this college and the courses that this college is offering, see, we believe in publicity by word of mouth. So our alumni are our best brand ambassadors. Our present students also are our best brand ambassadors. And we believe in serving them well, offering quality education, ensuring all-round development, organizing various activities, giving them various platforms so that their creativity and constructivism gets a vent and a good outlet, then making them participate in sports, NSS, other extra and co-curricular activities within and outside the college, even at university level and national level. So all these activities make our services towards them very strong. And once the quality services provided to the students, I think they talk good of the institute, which serves them well. But uh, uh, the present time has been also the marketing time. Even the brand like Amul has to go for advertisement. So we also rely on social media publicity, print media publicity, electronic media publicity. But our major strength and backbone of advertisement and marketing has been our students. And we also take help of other instruments of marketing and publicity. Uh, but as I said, our students are the backbone.
That's really wonderful to hear, sir. And I think the alumni itself speaks a lot about your college and the places that they have reached in the industry. They would be representing SVIT and they would be marketing and taking it to the next milestone. On that note, I'd like to move on to our next question, which is there's a lot of changes in the industry, and there are always new skill sets that students must learn. So, how does the curriculum of SVIT essentially ensure that the best practices of the industry are followed? And when the students graduate from SVIT, they are job ready and industry ready, and ready to take on the next challenge of their career.
See, as far as the curriculum is concerned, we are affiliated to Gujarat Technological University. So we offer them the same curriculum as the colleges affiliated to GTU are offering. But the way of we offer it makes us different from other colleges. See, thinking beyond syllabus and going beyond classroom has been our mantra. And while teaching even simple things, we always try to establish its connect with the applicational world, and that is how we deliver even the simple looking contents in a way that the students follow it, and the students themselves start thinking in terms of its application when it comes to using that concept taught in the classroom. Besides that, we have an active MOUs with number of industries where we just not only visit, but we have an access and exposure to those industries. Our students, upon getting permission, can go there. They can learn few things. We have had a good training and placement cell, which also takes care of the internship part. So we keep sending our students for internship as well. And we basically undertake industrial visits based on the subjects that have been taught in the previous semesters, so that the students have some background before they go to the industry, and they just learn certain things practically themselves after learning them in class. Besides that, the expert lectures and the hands-on workshops also have been in our genes. It has been a regular routine and feature of SVITians and the teachers of this institute, that they always try to take students beyond the syllabus to ensure that they are made job ready. Besides that, we keep receiving feedbacks from the industries where our students are working, and based on the skill sets that are required, we just focus on creating and generating those skill sets within the students, so that they just uh, do not walk out of the institute with a piece of paper called degree, but they also are enriched with respect to the skill sets and the other features that are enormously imbibed by them in line and according to the needs quoted by the industries, for which our teachers continuously maintain a context through IIP cell. And this cell, in fact, looks into the aspects that the industry needs, and that polish is accordingly imparted to the students besides the traditional classroom teaching.
Wonderful, sir. So that's really wonderful to hear that the students are not just doing broad learning at your college, and they're learning and gaining via actually using hands-on experience, and they're learning while on the job. So that's really good to hear. On that note, let's move on to our next question. We are all aware that SVIT has made a name for itself in Gujarat and Pan India also. It's a well-known college, and so what is the next step for SVIT? What is your priority? For what milestone do you want to achieve for SVIT for in the next 10 years?
As we have been 23-year-old and have been rather a very reputed institute, we would like to ensure that our reputation as a quality education imparting institute is enhanced further. We still remain, or we stick to the basics, but we adopt the needs and requirements of modern time. See, a survey indicates that 65% of the present school kids do not know which type of jobs they would land in. But anticipating these jobs and establishing the connect between the jobs that would crop up in next 20-25 years, and accordingly changing our education, our processing parameters, and the way we can just function in alignment with the projected demand and projected needs of the industries and business is something that we would like to work towards. Besides that, the research and development activities are also something that we regularly undertake. We have an R&D cell in place, and the SSIP cell also is very actively functional in the institutes. So we just do not concentrate on making the job ready engineers, but we also concentrate on producing entrepreneurs, the spirited entrepreneurs who will offer jobs to the fellow engineers, because we believe that the students should be served based on their interest. So not that all of the students who join SVIT are job willing. We just serve them. Some of them have an inclination for going abroad and study there. So that lot should be separated from the lot that is willing to go for a job. And the students interested in higher studies elsewhere outside India should be accordingly trained. So we believe that in the next 10 years, we will have to just sort out the students at the entry level, group them in different groups, and based on their interest and based on their inclination, based on their future plans, based on the plans of the families of those students, we have to train these students based on the group intentions and group targets, so that we eventually end up with almost everybody being served to the best possible way, to their best possible satisfaction.
That's really wonderful to hear, sir. And the approach that you are taking to actually give customized experience and learning to the students is really great to hear. On that note, let's move on to the next question, which is, uh, there is lot of information available on the internet. Students are always searching for information regarding colleges. What college should they join? What makes it different from the other institute? And what are the benefits of joining the college? What is that one thing that you would like aspiring students to know about SVIT that they may not be knowing? And what is essentially the USP of your college?
Faculty members are the key strengths. As I told you, we have well educated, well experienced, and very stable faculties working for us. Almost 40% of them are PhDs. So, the quality education that they provide is our key strength, and this is what we would like students to know, because when the students join, they join with an intention of getting a good quality education. And while undertaking that quality education, the other support, the other infrastructural support, the other activity related support, the other moral boosting support, the other value inculcation support is something they look for additionally. So SVIT is known for all these supportive elements besides the traditionality of the curriculum and the education, just to make sure that the all-round development of the students as professional takes place. See, ethics again has been one area where even most of the curriculums are concentrating. The universal human values again is something that is coming up as a very important area in limelight. So all these things we have already anticipated, and in anticipation of the utility of these supportive aspects which make a student a complete professional, we just try to make sure that the student who walks out of SVIT as a graduate is readily utilizable as a professional, and also is a readily utilizable human being for the society. So this is what we would like students to know about us, and also that we keep changing, and we have a culture that accepts and accommodates to all of the changes of wind that the educational sector should imbibe and should have that inbuilt element. We just are proud to say that we have a very flexible, very accommodative, and very good culture that is conducive to change, that makes the students satisfied, utilizable, and complete, perfect individuals, utilizable to the society besides being good professionals.
That's really great, sir. So that's really wonderful to hear, sir. On that note, let's move on to our last question, which is, given the current situation, we are in the middle of crisis, and students are also very unsure about what next steps they should be taking. So, any suggestions that you would like to give the current youth and the aspiring students?
See, the students who join engineering, in fact, should have the passion for engineering. Number one, the students should select a career which they are most interested in, and not because their parents say so. They should join the education suggested by their parents. They should have a plan for themselves. They should go for a very systematic career planning based on their aptitude, based on the financial situation of the family, based on the future plans of the parents for them, and they should select a career that suits the family needs. But once they join the career of their choice, they should undertake all the activities with 100% devotion, 100% dedication, sincerity, and regularity. They should have, they should in fact set a goal once they are embarking on a journey of education, let us say for 4 years. Then they should have a clear cut agenda what they want to achieve in the entire journey of 4 years. Accordingly, they should split up the achievements year wise, so that once they finish first year, they should be able to audit and evaluate themselves how far they have come towards the ultimate target that they have set in for themselves. If they do so, they will always come daily with some agenda to the college, and they will always try to learn and always try to make sure that the return on investment that they take home is bigger than what others who do not do this exercise achieve. Number two, when they set an agenda and they come to the college with a list of to do things every day, they will hardly be wasting time in gossiping and on social media and on missing the classes, on undertaking activities that while away their time, attention, and energies. So once the clarity about the goal that they want to achieve in a period of 4 years is clear, I think the journey year-wise also can be fixed up with respect to that goal, and that is how the students can, in a very focused way, undertake that journey. I am not against fun. There should be an enjoyment. There should be a fun. There should be some celebrations, but the enjoyment shouldn't be at the cost of education, and that is how that goal achieving should be the main focus and prime agenda when the student embark on the journey, a career journey, to achieve some solidity in their career.
Wonderful, sir. So I hope that the students who are listening to you
one more thing I would like to add here, that the present situation of COVID-19 has made students a little bit relaxing, and some of them have been mass promoted. There are no exams, but exams or no exams, to study, to learn, to enrich yourself, to upgrade yourself, to uplift yourself, and to ensure that your levels are elevated should be the main focus. Examinations are just an instrument to assess you, but what is more important is you should be able to judge and see yourself as compared to what you were 1 year ago. If that exercise is continuously undertaken by the students, I think exam or no exam, they will always be learning. They'll always be busy in doing some creative things to make sure that some kind of enrichment takes place within them, and they end up better than what they were yesterday.
That's really a great thought. So I hope all the students who are listening to you, gain some insight from your thoughts and learn from it. And on that note, sir, I would like to thank you for giving us the opportunity and time to take your interview. It was wonderful interacting with you, sir.